Alright guys, gonna be doing a video for you guys on how to make your own pretty sick looking suppressor for your airsoft gun. So first you're gonna need your airsoft gun itself. I've already made one of these. This is just gonna be a second one I do just to make it better. You know, I want a better one than the one I had before. Here's my airsoft gun. You need your starburst. Alright, you need your some spray paint. I prefer this textured kind and make sure it'll work on PVC. You don't want to get some metallic spray paint because it'll come right on PVC. You need a knife. Don't use some really nice knife that you really like. I like this knife, but it's not something that it's important how sharp it is to me. I can always sharpen it again, but don't use a knife that's really sharp because you're going to be cutting PVC with your knife, and that really dulls the knife a lot. So you want to use your Sharpie, yeah. Some Gorilla tape, some electrical tape. This isn't normal electrical tape. I'm not exactly sure. This is rubber electrical tape. I like it more for the project we're doing right now. You want your tape measure, PVC cutters, some sandpaper, that's just preference, and then you need 2 pieces of PVC. One is going to be, I can't really tell, I think this is 1 1/4 inch and this is like 1 inch. I don't know, not sure. I should have been paying attention more when I did this the first time, but yeah. This already has tape around it. The reason why is because I already made one, and so I was too lazy to take the tape off and the spray paint out for the video. So yeah, it's got spray paint inside and it's got tape around the edge. But I'll show you why we're doing that and how to do it later, even though it's kind of self-explanatory. Alright, so let's get started. Alright, so the first step you're going to want to do is measure your small piece of PVC, because that's going to be how long you're going to want to make your other piece of PVC. And this is exactly 5 inches. Alright, step number 2. Take your other PVC, measure out 5 inches, and cut just a little bit farther. So I'm going to cut like right there. Or make a mark there, my bad. Alright, so it's cut. I was using, this is a really old piece of PVC, so it's way too bendy, or whatever. So I didn't get the most perfect cut, but it's good enough for me. I'll just sandpaper the little ridges down. So on to step 2, which is to take this piece of PVC, wrap it in Gorilla Tape until it fits. Not really tight. We don't want it to fit super tight. We want it to fit like we want it to slide right in and have the top part of Gorilla Tape be a little bit thicker so that it fits in there just right, so it won't fall out or anything. Alright? That's step 3, my bad. Alright, the next step is going to be to spray paint the inside of this black and just let it sit, because you're not going to need this part again for a while. Alright, your next step is going to be to go and make 1 inch marks around the entire thing. Marks 1 inch apart, so there's 4 on each half. And then make 1/4 inch marks all the way across. Now these marks aren't going to be where you drill your holes. Otherwise you'd have really small holes, unless you want that. But what this mainly is you're gonna, for each of these holes, you're gonna go every other one and drill a hole there, a little over it. All right, and then for underneath it, you can drill a hole. This is for customization. You could drill a hole in directly underneath it. You could go to the next 1/4 inch and drill a hole, so it's kind of a sideways pattern, all the way, like a little bit of a spiral pattern all the way across, I guess. So yeah, that's just it's personal preference. So yep, that's step number 4, I think. And now we're actually gonna go drill our holes. All right, so I got our holes drilled. You can see what I mean by all the little extra ones. You know, you can see. So yeah. Alright. So next part is, because we've got all this other garbage on it, we're going to sand it down. So Then take your sandpaper, and the easiest way to do this is to actually kind of roll it like this. You want to get it kind of tighter. And roll it like this, and just spin it like this. Alright, so I'm going to do that, and I'll show you the next step right after. Alright, so we got the outside all sanded. So the next step, because we still got all kinds of junk inside of it, is take the knife that you brought out and just stick it in, carve around until you got all the loose stuff out. It comes out fast. It's mainly just barely hanging on. So, and you can kind of see why you want to use a dull blade, because if you don't, you can really dull out your knife if it's a sharper knife. See, this blade's not that sharp. Alright, see, it's already a lot better, so I'm just going to spend some time like getting it perfect, and then we'll move on to the next step. Alright, now that that's drying, we've got this piece still, alright? The inside's black now because it's probably dried from, yeah, it takes a while to drill the holes, so yeah, this is definitely dry by now. So, what we want to do is we want to put this piece on the gun. So the way we're going to do this, hopefully I can do this and take without messing up, because it's, yeah. We take our gun, and take our tape, and we're going to wrap. I like to have mine so it just, I like to have it like right here. Alright, so it's like right here. Makes the gun look shorter. I like a shorter look for my M4. So, probably going to wrap right here. I'm going to add more later. Alright. Check that. Just going to check it by taking this guard on and using it later. I didn't later. That should be there. Alright. Got that perfect. Going to take it right here. I have tape, so unless for some reason it's off, it might be wrong. Oh, it might actually be. And it's actually off. That's fine. Alright, so keep it on tape. Alright. Alright, so finished being painted. Alright, so now all we have to do is put it together. So we're going to stick this part inside of here. Just get it nice and tight in there. And I kind of like the white. You can always paint that part if you want. I like it. Don't know why. And then you go ahead and get it on your gun. I put some more tape on there to make it a tight fit. Hold on. And once it's on, you have yourself a pretty sick looking silencer on your M4. Look at this from the higher view. Stupid voice crack. That's great. I really like it. I think it's really helps the look of the gun a lot. And here I have another example of what it can look like if you just you know, kind of guess. If you don't like take your time and do a really good job, that's what it'll end up looking like. It still doesn't look that bad actually. But yeah. Take your time and make it look nice, and you'll have yourself a pretty sick looking silencer on your gun. Doesn't do anything, but it makes it look a lot better. And if you're worried about not having an orange tip, just wrap some red electrical tape around it and you're good.